So I thought I would redo my video again for today, because I got up and moved around some, and I still felt pretty terrible from the respiratory stuff going on, but I look better, so that's always a good thing. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Oh my goodness. So, can't see very well. I am enjoying some sunshine. Excuse me. I feel pretty tired. But I feel good. I feel decent. I am waiting on Amazon to ship me some vitamin D3 and K2 vitamins. I decided to buy them off Amazon because I had the bright idea to buy the vitamins in spray form. My doctor said my vitamin D was really low. And she keeps saying that, and I don't know why it's really low. I assume that it's because of my really crappy diet. Excuse me. So, I'm gonna try this out. When I was taking the vitamins last year, I was told I didn't have a blood test done like while I was taking them, so I don't even know if the vitamins are gonna work or not. I figured that like if I take them for a month straight, that I should see some kind of signs outwardly of, you know, like feeling better or less like severe allergies, because I do have pretty bad allergies. So I'm assuming that something will change, probably for the positive, if you know, I take the vitamins and I need them. So I am like super craving sugary drinks today, and I'm assuming that's because I'm a tad bit sick, but it's how I work is just kind of weird, because like a couple days ago, right before I got sick, I was like, oh my god, I need all the water. Yeah, I guess that works because like sugar and like I'm drinking a Coke, and like there's stimulation in the Coke, like the soda, and then also, you know, it's got sugar in it, and then also it's got caffeine in it. So when you're not feeling well, that makes sense that I would crave Coke if I'm not like having, you know, nausea type problems. Anyways, so I'm really hoping that this like D vitamin spray thing, I'm getting like notifications, but I don't want to mess with it because my phone might fall because it's balanced. I'm still not used to my car makes noises a little while after you turn it off. So I got the vitamin D. And apparently, I kind of knew this because I've read a little bit about it in the past, but like vitamin D is actually like a hormone that your body needs to do like certain kind of processes and stuff. So I'm gonna take that. They did last year. They had me on this pill that was something I took once a week. Like, so they gave me like a bottle of pills, and I took it once a week. It was like a high dosage, and I don't really know what that's about, but probably notice a difference. But I got some, and this is not for internal use but external use. I got a magnesium spray. I'm gonna see if that works on some of my when I get some of my tics and stuff, because I have like, you know, certain things, like if I have any kind of thing wrong with my body that's like big wrong, that's not supposed to be there, I will almost like point it out with a tick. Ooh. And so I have like a tooth back here that's moved down a little bit because the tooth below it I had pulled, and so it dropped a little bit over the years. And so like my jaw tick, where I like constantly I do that, move it and stuff, is because of that tooth in my mouth. So it's, you know, a tick. It's an actual like movement that like breaks through and stuff, where, you know, because I'm used to like kind of feeling around back there, because it's something that's really obviously not supposed to be there. And especially like you notice stuff in your bite. So ew. It's the same thing like with my back. I have two herniated discs, and it messes with my it like pinches a little bit my nerves and that are around in there, and like go down my legs and stuff. And so my leg ticks are directly like related to that. It's a movement disorder thing, so it's not because like I'm in pain or anything. It's because it's like prone to pain in that area, and I noticed that something is off, and so like it's like I'll keep pointing it out. It's not a thought thing, like it's like before thought. It is you know, something that let's see what happens if I try to roll my window down all the way. See if my phone will fall. I'm getting sun. It's gonna help with my vitamin D. Yeah, so I could take magnesium pills, and when I'm not feeling good and I take magnesium, it's like, I've had it like feel about as good as taking like relaxing, not really good, but actually it feels better because it doesn't have the pull down, as taking like a benzo anti-anxiety. Benzo anti-anxieties really do give you a pull down because it lowers like cognitive stuff. Sometimes that's looking out for you and stuff, but like when you have movement problems and you also take a benzo, shit does not always feel very good. It makes you feel crazy a little bit. I've had that happen. And then on top of that, sometimes because of a movement disorder, it can mess up can make you depressed. Because if you're in that state, like, and you take things that lower your cognition, and you start like pointing it out pretty much by ticking even more, it can make you depressed because it literally drives you crazy. So, there's all kind of people walking around and doing it, and they're probably, I get self-conscious about sitting and talking to myself. But anyways, so, the magnesium, I've never tried it. I know they make it in creams and lotions and topical stuff, but I've never actually, tried it. And in fact, I've seen where other things like CBD is like a popular thing to put in topical creams. I've never had that work for me. I've also never, I don't know, I haven't ever used it like on like severe muscle pain. I don't really get a whole lot of muscle pain anymore in my life. That was more when I was an athlete and athletic and stuff. Excuse me. Now my stuff is more tension based. The opposite of that. So, but the reviews on it, a lot of people said it did them a lot of good. So since I have like a bunch of stuff going on, like with my nerves and stuff like that, I'm like, I figure, you know, it's less than $10 for this one, and it's like got decent reviews, where like the main one is like, I think $26 for the same amount. But it's this one company that's, anyways, it looked good. It looked like decent, like they were recommended and stuff. It looked like a pretty decent situation. Like, they didn't have a whole bunch of other weird chemicals in the stuff, and I am really self-conscious about, like, or not self-conscious, I am really conscious about, like, holder fluids in the thing, like what I'm putting on my skin and whatnot, like on a day-to-day basis, like what's being absorbed into me. So yeah, I was overly thinking about stuff like that, but the review said there were no problems and it worked really good, so that looked decent enough for me. We're gonna try it. But yeah, I was like, should I take, like, orally, should I take magnesium, or, like, because of the spray stuff, like the vitamin D3, and then I saw the stuff that's like a topical stuff, and I'm like, well, that seems like a good idea, because it is, like, I do have, like, specific areas that bother me, so if I feel like little relaxation in the back of my legs and stuff, I'm like, I think that might work. So hopefully that'll work. That sounds like a pretty cool idea. I don't really want to be drugged or anything. There isn't really any reason for me to take, like, magnesium on a day-to-day basis. Magnesium is more like, if you're hungry, like, it's, magnesium is something that's good to, like, intake with protein. You know, D3 isn't really, it's kind of a step down than a food, so we will see. I'm hoping that'll work, do something between the two, make me feel more, give me some more energy, I guess. Fix my focus a little bit. I always had pretty good focus, but I do feel a little stressed every day, and I might be at a higher level, which could be like magnesium. That could totally be a thing. But anyways, I can still get it into my blood system by putting it in my skin. So my face is getting sun on it. But yeah, that's stuff I want to take care of today before the weekend, but I can't think enough to do it, and I don't want to. I gotta go to the grocery store, and I don't want to go to the grocery store if I don't want to make 2 trips. So, like, I don't want to go today and get a bunch of stuff and then be like, why did I get half of these things and then I didn't get half of the other things that I needed? And that is exactly where my mind is today. So I'm tired mentally, but also don't really have much to do that doesn't require, like, a lot of thought about it. So I was trying to think of some things that I need to do, but, like, nothing that doesn't involve spending money, and I really also don't like to spend money when I'm not feeling good, because it scares me. So I did find some. I'm always, like, on the lookout for cosmetics that are specific cosmetics, and one of them is lip stains, and they're really hard to find. Like, if I find a lip stain, I'm like, hell yeah. For one, they don't last more than, like, 2 years. They'll dry out, because they usually come in markers. The good ones are markers, and that's pretty much what it is, a lip marker. Not a crayon, not paint, like ink, and then you put lip gloss over it, and that is how lipstick stays on me the best. That's the way it looks best. It looks most natural like that. It also doesn't really go, like, everywhere as much as because I'm a really fidgety person. So the lip gloss on top of it does kind of make it move around, but the lines look better and cleaner, and it's just it's a better looking situation than any other cheap lipstick deal. It looks like the most expensive. It applies like not like when you're doing it, but the final output always looks like, you know, $60 to $100 lipstick. And you know, you can get them for like 6 or 7. They're like really cheap lipstick, but it's got to be a lip stain, and also it's got to say that lip stain. Also, the ones, like I said, that are the only ones that really do good that are lipsticks are the ones that look like markers. So man, I can't tell you how hard it is to find them. Like, I look year after year. I've been using them for like 10 years now, 8 years, and like Elf had some for a couple years, and they discontinued them. They dried out really quick. They were cheap. Too small a product too. Like, they were really small. The only thing is like the colors are a little weird. And so like today, and also I'm not very good at putting on lipstick, so when I put it on today, I put too much on, and the more you put on like of a lip stain, the darker it gets, where you could literally kind of just like put a little bit on, and like, because this was supposed to be orange and it's definitely red. So in fact, I will show it to you because this is a big difference. I like the color. I think it looks good. I think it's the best looking red lipstick I have, but it's also not orange, and that's what I was going for, was orange. I went out to find an orange lipstick, and I still have not been able to find one, so it truly will be an amazing thing if I can find an orange lip stain, considering I have looked so far and hard for lip stain markers. Excuse me. I have not tried the other one yet, but I also got like a really soft like top brown, which is like half the line. Like 10 of the colors are like a soft top brown, pinkish brown in different shades. So I got one of those. It's a little bit on the orangey side, which is what I wear right now, is oranges. So that is still not a reality, but I would really like to find an orange lipstick. I found those lip stains though, and I was like, well, this is all the money that I'm gonna spend today, so that is my trail of thought for lipsticks and lip stains. And I know that's like super interesting to everybody, but like I said, I'm not super cognitively here today, which is not a terrible thing because I am in a much better position. I have a vehicle, I have access to food, you know, I sit in the vehicle and play on my makeup, like, and have people watch people and their dogs growling for some reason. Okay, Bart. So I'm entertained, and I know that I don't have anything to worry about the super major right now, that I need to be doing the super major. I can afford to sit and chill for a couple days, so while I get better. So that's awesome. Ooh, I am feeling a little nauseous, so, but man, the sun is working. I can't tell. I tried to cover my face up there to see, or the shadow, but whatever. Okay, today is Wednesday, the 21st, and it is like a little past the middle of the day, surprisingly. It is not the weekend yet. We have got a storm coming this weekend. Storm system. Oh, there's people watching me. Anyways, yeah, there's a possible storm system that we have to prepare for this weekend, so that's important. And we've got a couple days to do it. So I hope everybody stays nice and dry and warm and safe this weekend. Alright, enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.